Hello everyone, my name is Tony, and I would like to talk about the 2026 horror supernatural film, Hokum. 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 I don't know how to say the name, whatever. It's the movie with the creepy-ass rabbit man that we all been seeing. You know the one. He looks like he has dollar store rabbit makeup on in all the most horrifying ways possible. That movie. So yeah, I went to see this movie Thursday night. Didn't really know what to expect because from the trailer, I didn't really get a sense of what was going on except for just magical spooky shit happening in a horror movie. Okay, sounds pretty generic. But yeah, it wasn't a movie I was too interested in until I saw early reviews all saying that it was very, very good, very, very scary. But I was a little skeptical. I mean, I got burned a month or two ago with that fucking Undertone movie. Undertone, scariest movie. This movie is so good. It's the scariest thing all this year. So I was a little skeptical about this movie, Hokum, because all the posts and headlines reviews were all saying the exact same thing. This movie's amazing, scariest movie in 2026. This is the scariest thing ever. Okay, here we go again. So I went and watched the movie. Had a couple days to sit on it and think about the movie. Didn't really matter. My opinion's still about the same with the movie as when I walked out the theater. And that opinion is, this movie's good. This is a good movie. This is way better than Undertone. This is a great movie, actually. One thing it definitely was, it was scary. This was a scary movie. And that's surprising for me to say because I don't usually get scared by movies. Movies don't usually scare me. And this actually had me pretty scared throughout the movie. It's definitely scary. I don't know if it'd be as scary outside of the theater for sound effects and atmosphere, how dark the theater is and everything. Yeah, I don't know, but it was good. It definitely had some good scares in there. Some tense moments, like not just jump scares. I mean, like actual tension and just like, ooh, that's kind of scary. It has a bit of that. Now, that being said, just because it's scary, does that mean this is an amazing movie? No. You have to be engaged in the characters that you're watching on screen as well as the scary shit going on. Hokum, I think, does that very well. Yes, the whole movie is about a scary haunted place, in this case, a scary haunted hotel. But it's not wall to wall, just always like, here's the scary thing. Like that, like we put all our thought into making this one scary premise, and everything else are just generic placeholders for whatever we need to get the story to the end. And that's what makes this movie just so great. The characters are fun, even if they're pieces of shit. They're just, you're invested in watching these characters. The setting, it's a nice spooky place and has some real old world charm to it. It's just a fun, good time with a protagonist that I kind of loved to hate until I just grew to love. But you know, this is a scary movie, so of course the scares, it's got to be scary, and this delivers. It's creepy in its atmosphere. It's fairly practical. I mean, I'm sure there's some CGI throughout the movie, but for the most part, it all feels like it's a nice, real movie with some real weight to it. And you know, I don't think this movie's going to be setting any new trends. It's not anything super out of the ordinary. It's just probably stuff you've seen before. Haunted hotel, creepy imagery, creepy mascot maybe. It's all stuff you've seen before. They just do it all really well. And that's what I liked about it. It's just done really well. Like, you know a character is good when something happens to them on screen. And most of the audience members in the theater visibly and audibly react to what's going on screen. That happened quite a few times in my theater. Like, there was a couple pretty loud gasps from my theater. So without spoiling too much, I would say that, yes, this is a haunted hotel movie. Adam Scott's character travels to this hotel. Did not know it was a haunted hotel. He just went there for his own personal reason to take care of some business, and happens to find out that this hotel, at least specifically one specific area of the hotel, is haunted. And he ends up getting locked in that specific area for spoilerish reasons. I'm not going to say what happens, but for spoilerish reasons, he gets locked into that side of the hotel, and he has to try to escape. But will he make it, or will he eventually becomes part of the hotel's haunting? The hotel's hauntings. But that's generally the roughest bare bones sense of the plot I can give without spoilers. But yeah, I'll probably just go into spoilers now. It is a great movie. I think you should watch it if you can. I think this is a pretty good one to go out and see in theaters, because I don't know if it'll be as scary at home. You don't have to see it in theaters, but I think you'll probably get the maximum amount of scare if you go see it in theater. So yeah, with that, let's start the spoilers. We find our main character, Ohm Bauman, played by Adam Scott, a successful but deeply cynical and troubled American horror novelist, travels to a remote hotel in the Irish countryside, the Bilberry Woods Hotel. He is there to spread his parents' ashes as they honeymoon there and to finalize the bleak ending of his hit Conquistador book trilogy. Ohm is presented as an intentionally unlikable character who is rude, antisocial, and dealing with immense guilt regarding the childhood death of his mother, which he blames on a past accident. Upon arrival, Ohm immediately dismisses local folklore. He encounters the hotel staff and patrons, Mal, the preening sinister manager, Albie, a chatty bellhop who admires Ohm's writing, Fiona, a kind bartender who is the only staff member to challenge Ohm's rudeness, and Jerry, a local hermit living in the woods, suspected of killing his wife, who befriends Ohm and is considered a vagabond. The staff warns of a witch, supposedly inhabiting the hotel's locked honeymoon suite, a story Ohm disregards. After a night of heavy drinking, Ohm, in a deep depression, attempts suicide by hanging, but survives. Following his release from the hospital, he discovers that Fiona, the bartender who tried to help him, has gone missing on Halloween night. Ohm's cynicism turns to determination. He begins investigating, suspecting the hotel's management is involved, particularly after witnessing the odd behavior of the staff. It's eventually revealed that the hotel manager Mal is the true villain. He murdered the pregnant bartender Fiona to cover up their affair. When Ohm gets too close to the truth, Mal attempts to kill him and trap him in the haunted honeymoon suite. In the movie's climax, the supernatural elements of the film intersect with the crime. The witch, from the folklore, who is a vengeful supernatural entity, not just a rumor, attacks Mal in the hotel basement, shackling him and dragging him to the underworld. While the hotel burns due to a fire started by Mal, Ohm manages to escape in the aftermath. It is confirmed that Mal is gone, dragged to the underworld, and the remains of the victims are found. Ohm survives, having come to terms with his past trauma and the guilt over his mother's death. He reconciles with the memories of his mother and decides to rewrite his trilogy with a more hopeful ending. At the first half of this movie, I couldn't really stand Adam Scott's character. I thought he was a complete jerk, just a horrible person. And you obviously you could see why he's definitely not doing good. He's not in the right headspace. But just to be treating people like doormats, I couldn't stand him. But as he goes on throughout the movie and he's just paranoid and panicked, and by the end he kind of like learns a lesson, sort of. It all just washed over, and I was like, okay, he's still kind of a jerk, but he's softening his edges, and I like that. He was cool throughout this movie. I mean, Adam Scott's always cool in every movie, even when he's playing an unbearable douchebag. He still looks pretty cool doing it. So they picked the right guy for this. They nailed it on. We need someone to be a complete asshole to everyone, but we need you to also root for this person because they're going to be the main character, the protagonist. So they got the right choice and went with Adam Scott. All the little characters, the guy that plays the bellboy, like I felt so bad for him. He definitely was oblivious. Like, there is a time and a place to meet your heroes, and sometimes if they're also people too, you can't just bombard them with questions and stuff. I felt kind of bad though, but I mean, come on, man. Someone doesn't want to talk to you. You can't just keep bugging them and ask them to read your manuscripts and things like that. So you kind of had it coming, but I still feel bad. Like, you shouldn't have to be assaulted. And this is what I mean. Like, the characters are so engaging to watch. Like, the drifter Jerry was so cool. And I felt so bad for him about it. You don't really know whether he mercy killed his wife or he was just insane on mushrooms. But he just seemed like a nice, cool guy that that ends up getting a crossbow through the head. That was one of the scenes where a lot of people in the audience, they visibly gasped. I know I just kind of was taken aback, like, oh wow, that really sucks. I mean, you kind of get the sense that he's probably not gonna make it through this movie alive, but when it finally happens, when the bill finally comes, it still sucks. One of the characters I really liked, I don't really remember any of their names. What was Fiona? I really liked her. She seemed like just a really cool, chill person. Kind of reminded me a little bit of a Stevie from Schitt's Creek, but an Irish version. She's somewhat being nice and helpful at one point, and helping Adam Scott find his way to his room. And when he's being an asshole right away, she's like, "All right, well, fuck you. Get the fuck on, you loser." Like, she has no problem just like, you want to be a piece of shit to me? I have no problem being a piece of shit back to you real quick. And she has the wit to back it up too. So I really liked her. It just sucked that she died so soon. She wasn't in it that much. Her corpse is in it like most of the movie, but kind of bummed me out to see her just like her dead corpse just there throughout most of the movie, more of the movie than her being alive. I enjoyed these characters. I mean, and looking back at this movie, I'm finding more fondness in remembering the characters than I am even the scary situations. The whole Captain Rabbit, whatever the rabbit guy thing is not in it as much as the marketing would suggest. It's in like 2 scenes, I think, 2 or 3 scenes. That face, whenever I see that face in still images, it looks stupid as fuck. I hate that. The makeup of the face of that rabbit. But when it's moving, talking, especially when the rabbit's on screen and it has like the haze of the TV, like an old TV haze effect over it, it actually looks pretty good. And the guy that does the rabbit voice acting, the character, he's selling it pretty scary, pretty menacing, even with that fucking horrible hair. But yeah, I was surprised they didn't use that rabbit that much. I thought the rabbit was going to be like the manifestation of Adam Scott's fears, but it's really just only there for like a minute or two. Adam Scott's when he tells the story about his mother dying and the person was too young to be tried, it was pretty obvious. I think I already knew right away. It's like, okay, so he killed his mom. Got it. So that wasn't a surprise. I'm sure it was supposed to be a twist. I already knew right away. I was like, okay, he killed his mom probably on accident. Got it. But yeah, the whole thing about this being a haunted hotel that's being possessed by a witch, I don't know. I felt like that was kind of an afterthought. Like, honestly, I kind of forgot what was even chasing the main characters at times. Like, to me, I was just thinking like, okay, it's a random possessed evil spirit. And then I just kept remembering, like, oh wait, no, it's a witch. It's a witch that's inhabited the honeymoon suite this entire time. They don't show her very much. I think the rabbit probably does get like a little bit more screen time than the actual witch. There's a lot to like here. It's a lot of fun. It's a good movie. If you're looking for the maximum amount of scare, you're gonna get the maximum experience of the movie. You're gonna want to see it in theaters. But if you're on the fence of like, do I even need to see this? If you're not the biggest movie goer, then I don't think you won't miss anything by just waiting for this to come to streaming. But that is it for my review of the movie Hokum, whatever. It's a good movie. Go watch it. See you later. Bye.